I would recommend Raceline for anyone who isn't just there for the professional experience and like for the resume. Someone who actually wants to think about the long-term goals. Like anyone who values like a workplace who actually pours time into you wants to make sure that, you know, your experience is worth it.
Being in a position where, yeah, I am their intern, but I know that they respect me. I know that they respect my opinions, my ideas. They want me to be doing something that I am getting something out of it. They're very in tune with where I'm at and how happy I am.
I honestly think the culture is really good here. Like when I started off, I wasn't even nervous at all because I thought like everyone was like very introducing and they were very like helpful with everything.
Everyone you meet here wanting to get to know you and talk to you.
Honestly, the people here make work so fun and easy. The board of directors is really supportive about the internship program, that they devote a lot of time and effort into making sure we have the best experience this summer.
We talk about the high level a lot, and that's just like the big picture of what's going on. It's important to really kind of have a good idea of everything at the high level so that you can ask the right questions. And if you know, like, I'm doing this so that somebody else can do their job or do whatever we have to do to make the company run, it's important to know the high level.
Whatever your degree is in college, it's going to help you grow and it's going to help you get some real world application of that degree, and there's a lot of different areas you can go into for the company. So if you start an internship earlier on in your college career and you find something else that appeals to you, Raceline will work with you and get you into whatever interests you and get you experience in that area.
I would say that I've gotten a lot of real world experience from Raceline because I've had the same role 3 times, yes, but you can only learn so much in 3 months, so to be able to fill that role for 9 months in total, I've learned a lot from that. And now that I've moved on to the ME department, I feel like I'm going to get a whole new set of learning experiences that I can really use in my career.
So I've been able to take a lot of concepts I've learned in school and put them with the stuff that Chris has been teaching me throughout the internship. That's the biggest thing I would say, is like putting theory with actual like applied stuff that they do here with the company.
The Raceline Skilled Craft internship has expanded my knowledge on welding and has given me more practice into being a welder and becoming a welder here at the company.
Being an intern here at Raceline has definitely taught me a lot. I've learned how to do new things, use a bunch of tools, and put new things together. I think it's going to help me in the future. Like I said, I want to do something with engineering.
So I was considering going into a skilled trade, and before I made that firm decision, I wanted to get some like real job experience. And I felt like Raceline really helped me do that, and it gave me a feel for what it would be like in my future career. And working here showed me that I really do enjoy this.
Teamwork at Raceline is very apparent. Deanna definitely lived up to her title as a mentor, and I feel like she's always there to communicate with others and make sure you fully understand everything that you're doing.
I think the internship program helped me prepare for this role by giving me a diverse set of experience in every part of HR. And I feel like Raceline is a very unique company to work for. So I would recommend it to anyone just because you learn so much and you're with a bunch of great people who really want to help you learn.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to tonight's contest between your Red Bud Musketeers and the Pinckneyville Panthers. Beautiful night to play football this evening. The coin toss has already been completed. Red Bud won the coin toss, elected to receive the ball. It's a beautiful Friday night, like I said. About 85 degrees, a light wind out of the north-northeast. Field looks in great condition. Chris Maring here with you tonight, and my companion, Tim Conway, sitting right next to me. Tim, you looking forward to this evening?
I am. Thanks for having me, Chris. Really excited to see Red Bud come back this year. You know, I think we were pretty close to the playoffs last year, 4-5 record, and I know Coach Luck's pretty excited about this team, returning a lot of key starters from last year's team.
Yeah, a few of them actually, and a big one is going to be our tailback starting this evening, returning. He was a leading rusher, as we were talking about earlier. Aiden Shinwell will be back, and it looks like starting quarterback after the lineup was announced is going to end up being Aiden Shinwell. Like I said,
yeah, I know there's a little bit of a quarterback battle. They were throwing a couple guys, even a sophomore out there in that red and white game. So I don't know if they're going to be switching between the games or if they're just going to roll with one. So it'll be interesting to see what we got.
It'd be really interesting to see. They're both very talented guys in that position. And by the looks of it tonight, Aiden Schimmel won out the last few weeks, and he got the start.
If you're listening at home and you've got the roster pulled up or anything along that lines, the number's going to be a little different just because of the jerseys. And I think you said there was something special about those jerseys, right, Chris?
Yeah, touchdown for heroes tonight. Jerseys were all sponsored by the National Guard, and the Red Bud Fire Department actually presented the colors tonight.
How about that? And they look sharp, let me tell you.
And here's a kickoff, short kickoff.
Yeah, a little.
Looks like it hits, rolls out of bounds. We got a flag on play. Right there, first play of the game.
Redbud will take that. We'll take the good field advantage there. That's for sure. Like you said, here comes Aiden Showell coming out.
Boy, these jerseys, the guys look sharp down there.
They look good.
Cheerleaders are all dressed to kill as well. And the only downside here I see with them is those numbers can be hard to see with the sun still out. Huh?
They are. I'll tell you what,
looks like Redbud's going to make them re-kick it here.
Okay.
I think they can do a little bit better.
All right.
Wasn't a very strong kick, so if they could get
okay. I was gonna say, I think you used to get it at the 35 or 40 if it went out of bounds, and they chose to take them back 5 yards and re-kick. So hopefully advantage Redbud here, get a return, and looks like they're battling the sun though. You can see some of the players out there holding their hands up, trying to block that sun. Maybe that's what they were trying to little pooch it up there, so they couldn't see it.
Exactly. Yeah, the sun plays a big factor on this field. They're staring right into it. Yeah. And, Tim, as you know, one of the hardest things to do as a return man is put the ball in your hands. That sun can create quite the issues. Pinckneyville back to kick.
We're going to take two here. This one a little
squib, and he falls on it.
Nice. Smart play. Looks like they're going to get right about the 44.
Yeah, sitting right on about the 44. And looking forward here to the Red Bud offense coming out and seeing what we can make happen.
I agree. Like I said, some good key returning. Not many times can you return your leading rusher, receiver on the same team. So that's pretty nice to have. Being number 33 Gantner running the ball and Tressel receiving the ball. Number 80 on the programs, but wearing 19 tonight with the special jerseys.
Oh, it looks like we're going to go right into a little bit of spread offense here. Shimwell's under center.
Wow, under center. Nobody in the backfield.
Put a man in motion. And a toss.
A little toss.
If he can seal the edge, gives a little sidestep. To the sideline he goes.
Okay.
He just runs out of bounds. Nice little pickup there
nice
for roughly 5-6 yards.
Little stutter step there to gain a little more yards. You like that?
Yep.
Take that every day.
Yeah, that was great. The outside linebacker there kind of stepped up. The pulling guard there had his hands full with the defensive end, but he made a nice little stutter step there to pick up another probably 5 yards.
I'd be remiss to not mention, brought to you tonight by Oak 9 Productions. For all your video needs, Ben Koopman. He's your guy. Oh, a little fake toss.
A little power eye with the toss, but, man, they sniffed that out.
That was a big guy. Was that number 50?
Yeah, that was number 50 with Pinckneyville, tackled in the backfield for a loss of about 2 yards. Man, any loss like that, especially under center, you don't like to see it that early in the game.
No.
They're going to, this is the first game of the year. We've got a lot to learn yet. The guys, even though they're returning, it's been a long off season. So they're all happy to be back and look in pretty good shape here tonight, be able to play a little football, a little power eye.
I will say, from seeing some of the quotes from Coach Luck, I think that the offense is still a work in progress this early. He's really pretty confident about the defenses. We see a run up the center right there.
Yeah, number 9, that defensive end, man, he came crashing down the backside, didn't really have time for the play to develop.
Sergi, boy, It looks like, Kunkel, 6'6". Boy, and you can tell he looks like it.
Yeah, that's kind of what you get out of that power eye, too, a little bit. It sucks everybody in. It stacks the box full of the defenders on the inside. And when you get that big guy out there on the outside stepping up and coming around the corner, he's a tough man to block.
3 rushes to start, so let's see. It's 4th and about 6. Let's see if they throw the ball here. They are. Little play action.
Rolls around the left side.
He's dancing for his life. And he's not going to get anything off.
Yeah, brought down. Looks like for a loss, too, which could result in a sack and obviously a turnover for RedBud.
Tough to watch both, but I didn't think I saw anybody open downfield, so I don't think he really had much. And he was scrambling for his life there.
Yeah, watching warm-ups and everything, I think we have a really competitive offensive line this year. We're big up front.
Yep.
And, we got to get these first-game jitters out of the way a little bit. Let these guys know they haven't gone up against a starting varsity offense yet. So this is
new to them.
Good test for them. And as a lot of the linemen stay out on the field and show up for defense here, hopefully we can get a 3-and-out and put a stop to them.
Tough to tell who's in the backfield right now by Pinckneyville, but number 9's in motion. Boy, they're just going to run it straight up the gut.
Right up the middle there for a gain of about 2 yards. Brought down on the play by number 30.
Nesbitt.
Gerald Nesbitt. Yeah.
That'd be a good time to mention his transfer from Sparta. So new to the team this year. Heard good things about him. He's a big boy. Program's got him listed at, 6'4", 230? So probably 6'2", 215. You know how you fib on those things.
More of a double wing here from Pinckneyville. Puts a man in motion. Coming around.
Once again, right up the gut.
Right up the middle. They're gonna test that the front defensive line for RedBud, it looks like. It's working out for them. Nice little probably 4-yard pickup there. Brings up a 3rd and about 2.
They're running with that big boy. Number 11, number 9. Just a junior, Gonkel, 6'6", 220. You can tell he's a big boy.
Yeah, a lot to take down. Yeah,
once again, they're staying under center. They're staying in that wing offense.
Pinckneyville's run the double wing for quite a long time. They've got it down to about a science. RedBud's big test tonight is if they're going to be able to defend it. So far, they haven't had a tackle for a loss. So looks like it
looks like they're going to call that 4th down.
Just 4th and short.
Let's see if we can get a push from up front. Stop them on a big 4th down in the first drive.
This play comes into the huddle. I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of the same here. Some more double wing there out of Pinckneyville and pound it right down the middle here. Our linebackers are going to have their hands full. They're going to have to step up, fill the gap, and make a big stop right here on 4th down.
You don't see wing offenses too much anymore. Spreads all the hype. And they run it up again, and I think he's got enough, don't you, Chris?
He's running the ball and chopping his feet.
Yeah,
he's definitely got enough.
Yeah,
but 2 to 3 yard pickup there, and picks up the first down and eliminates any hopes of a turnover for RedBud.
Yeah, like you said, he chopped his feet and got an extra yard or 2 there.
Yeah, RedBud's
good little run by him.
RedBud's running them 4 down linemen up front right now. It almost looks like a 4-2 out there, and it's kind of rare you see this kind of defense stacked up against a double wing when they got so many guys in tight.
You're right. There's a pitch. Way to seal it inside.
And they bring him down. But not after getting about a 2-yard pickup.
Looked like, 64? 64 maybe? Tepe. Sorry, you have to work on some of these pronunciations here.
Yeah, it's tough, ain't it? New season, a lot of new names out there. A lot of younger guys stepping up now and putting together a good-looking team.
You said they run that almost 4, but you kind of almost have 2 as almost they look like dogs, They kind of just crash the edges. Yeah, he didn't get his hand.
No.
It was
sent him on the blitz and sacked him for a loss of about 3 yards.
I think that they wanted to try to do a little triple option there, fake the handoff and maybe run out a little option there, but quarterback never got a chance.
No.
Who did you see who got him in the backfield there? I didn't see that.
Number 33.
33, Gantner. Okay.
Yeah, Nick Gantner, of course it was. Yeah, they sent him. That's that kind of a dog linebacker position out there, and they're running that it's a base 4-4, but they got him spread out so far, which is, like I said, kind of surprising with running the double wing.
Let's see if that makes Pinckneyville have to pass, and it does.
Looking
throws
deep
up a prayer.
downfield. Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. That wasn't the best play call.
Great penetration there by their defensive line. I almost was going to call out a screen right there because they were chasing down all 4 front line guys.
Good pressure will make the play look bad, though. you know, and RedBud had a lot of pressure in the back. Quarterback was scrambling for his life, had one receiver out there and threw it, and it was a little bit short. So
A little short. Great coverage by our defensive back out there.
10 yards. Where are we at, Chris? About the 36-yard line?
Yeah, brings up another 4th down. It's a little bit longer than the last one, though. So we'll see what RedBud's got in store here.
He's still under center. Let's see what kind of play they call they here.
I kind of see them. They got a pass, right?
They have to. And it looks like they do.
Up, looks
a little
quick.
Short curl. Just make a tackle, and they do. Good 33. Looks like Gantner again.
Looks like Gantner picked up the tackle there. After the reception, he picked up about 4 yards, but 4 yards is not enough.
Nope.
And the defense takes the ball away and brings up a big first down here.
And how about Gantner flexing a little after play, showing some excitement. Maybe they'll get the boys pumped up.
That's what it's all about, man, leading by example. The guys look at him, as a leader on this team, obviously, and when you can step up and make plays like that and make turnovers like that's big.
All conference selection last year, I read.
Little shotgun here, run out of the spread.
Oh, we got a little option.
Formation with the pitch.
Good pitch, great
Coming
pitch.
Around the corner.
Great pitch,
looking to
good
the
run.
sidelines, picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Great option, great pitch. A nice gain there. It's about a 6-yard gain.
I was saying it a little bit earlier, Tim, but I like them RedBud running the spread offense here. It takes Pinckneyville's not a small team. They've got a lot of big guys there in the box, and that's one of my favorite offenses is spread offense. It takes those guys, it spreads them out across the field, and lets your bigger, faster running backs gives them a little more space and room to run.
Lets those athletes shine on the field. You know what I mean?
That's
right.
Lets
them run, get in space, do what they can do best. It's like
going
they're
under center here. Another sweep. Here we go around the right side, run towards the sideline. Puts a shoulder down, runs over a guy, and picks up first down.
Number 19, Dressel, normally receiving the ball out of the backfield, gets a first down.
And that's enough for a Musketeer.
There we go. There's a first down of the season. Hopefully, many more to come.
Hopefully, many more. I like them spreading that. I like them spreading it out. I'll say it 1,000 times, but it really gave them a lot of room to work right there.
Yep.
The wide receiver on this side crashed down, made a big block. He had one man to beat, ran over him, ran out of bounds, and picked up the first down.
Great first down. Good 2 great runs. So far, only one pass play.
More of the power eye here, man in motion.
Oh,
right at the middle.
That's Schwarzkopf. Oh, and he's
just dragging guys and picking up another first down.
What a run. Number 48, Chris Schwarzkopf. Great call.
Great carry. That's what, man, it's so important. Outside, run, and then shove one right down their throat and pick up a big first down.
This might be the first time I disagree with the program. I think they listed him at 135. He looks pretty big there.
Yeah, he does. One of them top-heavy guys, broad shoulders and big arms. I wouldn't want to step in front of him. Under center, handoff up the middle. He's chopping his feet, picks up about 3 to 4 yards on the play. Nice little run by Gantner.
No, not a bad run at all.
Of the Panthers, Crawley.
Coming back to the huddle, a lot of running plays coming in right now. They're sticking with what works.
Yeah, so far I think we've just had that one pass and it was on that 4th down, and didn't even get it off due to the pressure. So we'll see. I'm betting there's a play action coming here soon, and see if we can catch them off guard.
Hats off to the offensive line on this drive. They've been doing a great job. Under center again, power eye, hands the ball off right the middle.
Boy,
Schwarzkopf. He's hitting him. He's chopping his feet. Boy, that guy does not fall backwards.
What a run!
He knocks off 3 or 4 tackles and still falls forward. That's how you teach kids to run the ball right there. He's putting on a clinic, and I like it.
He got a 10, 15-yard gain earlier, and they said, let's go back to the well, and it worked again.
From their own 29.
Aiden Chimwell bringing the play in from the sideline.
So far, hasn't asked your quarterback to do a lot, and I like that. It's his first time starting a varsity game. Don't try to make him do too much. Let that line push people back.
2 guys split out here. More the power eye. Fake Schwarzkopf toss. Gantner around the outside. He's chopping his feet, falls forward again for looks to be about a 2-yard pickup, 3-yard pickup.
Yep, tough to tell from these angles.
16, Kellerman.
Yeah, we keep marching the ball like this, keeping the clock running and keep gaining yards, 3 to 4 carry. There's no need to pass the ball.
That's what my old musket coach used to tell me. Said, what's 3 times 4? I said 12. He said, we never have to punt.
Were you the punter?
I was a quarterback. He didn't want me to throw.
More of the power.
Oh, there we go.
The right side, looking for
I think
right
it was a pass, but he said, I'll take it myself.
Tucks it, runs it down the sideline. Looks like real close to first down. And it is.
Yeah. Smart. I think that was, Chris, don't you think that was, I think that was a design pass play, but I think he saw some room to run, and he said, I'll just take it.
There was single coverage out here on our side of the field, and he was covered fairly well. He gave him the point and go symbol and pulled the receiver off of him and picked up enough yards for the first down.
Smart play. Smart play.
Great carry.
Love to see that from your quarterback.
Wide receiver split. Shemwell under center. One man in the backfield. That's a little toss.
Get out there.
Come around if he can pick
Get
up
out
a
there.
block from
Get out there.
Schwarzkopf.
Dive.
Around the end zone.
I think he's in.
Close. It could be.
Oh, no,
Right
I think they're
there.
going to mark him short.
Just short of the goal line.
I don't know how he didn't get in. It looked from our angle as
Schwarzkopf out on the end, lead blocking for him. I thought he was going to walk in all the way, but instead it brings up a 1st and goal from about the 1 yard line.
I was real smart by Gantner. He kind of let Schwarzkopf just lead him out there, and then once he got the edge, he just went for it.
I mean, this is the ideal situation here. I see a lot of power I run it right down the gut there and put it in the end zone.
Yeah, like you said, great job of the offensive line this drive.
I can see a little power play here with Schwarzkopf lead blocking. Moving some linebackers out of the way. And Gander keeps it, chops his feet. Is it enough?
You got it.
Touchdown, Red Bud.
All right. There we go.
Of the year. Aiden Shemwell with the QB sneak punches it in the end zone and makes it a 6-0 ball game.
Crowd's loving it here. Crowd is loving it. Great job.
What an incredible drive. I think we picked the ball up, or we turned the ball over on the 44-yard line, drove it all the way down, never left the quarterback's fingers for a pass, and ran the ball all the way down the field, and were able to punch it in for a touchdown.
What is it? We got a left-handed kicker? What's this number, 18?
We do have a kicker, and he is returning from last year. He was our kicker. Lane
Brockmeyer.
Brockmeyer. From what I hear, he's a pretty good kicker.
Push that one straight through. Look good.
Pushed it straight through. Makes it 7-0. Nice drive there by Red Bud.
Great drive.
Yeah, so far I'm liking what I see, Tim.
Yeah, defenses look good and offenses look good. We're going to be we're hopefully going to see more of that.
Yeah, I think if our defense gets it together here a little bit, this coaching staff's been around a long time. And speaking of coaching staff, there's a new face down there tonight. Todd Rushing is back helping out, assistant coaching.
Oh, is that right?
Dave Luck, our head coach again this year. Ben Schwarzkopf down on the field again this year. Matt Maring's on the field, and Todd Rushing. I think his last year coaching. He's a former Red Bud coach. His last year was in 2001. And he left Red Bud and went to Pinckneyville for the last few years.
Of all the places, huh?
His first game back as a Musketeer is against his former team.
Well, I can tell you, Pinckneyville's been hurting a little. I think winless last year, 3rd coach in the 4th year in 4 years. So they're trying to right the ship over there.
Trying to turn their program around. And from the looks of it, they've got a lot of numbers on their sideline. Not a huge team, but looks like they have some depth.
Yeah.
They've got some pretty good-sized guys up front. Athletic specialty players. So.
Yep. Yeah. Looks like they're trying to fire up the student section.
Lane Brockmeyer back to kick.
Back to kick.
Sun's still playing a little bit of an issue here.
Like number 18.
I would squib this thing right up the middle. And away it goes, trying to pin him deep. Nice kick.
All the way back to look like the 10-yard line. Special teams is
Does he run around the outside
pursuit.
If we can seal?
Yeah, we got it. What,
eventually
about close to
30? By the Musketeers after about a 15-yard gain.
Cleveland. In on that tackle, number 70.
Nice job there by the special teams.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick up where we left off on the defense side, which is, contain that triple option, watch the middle handoff, and seal the edges.
As Pinckneyville breaks his huddle on the sideline, they step up to the ball. 1st and 10 on their 27-yard line. More of the double wing here. Split wide receivers. Send a man in motion.
Oh,
Run
right
the
up the
ball
middle.
Right up the middle.
Boy,
he rolls off a couple tacklers there, but eventually he's falling backwards. Great stop there by the defense.
Gang tackling. That's what's going to get it done tonight, gang tackling. One wraps him up, the other come in. Looks like it was, what, number 9 again, the Kunkel boy from, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, from Pinckneyville running that. A tall 6'6".
2nd and 6.
Got about a 4-yard gain there, so.
RedBud sticking with that 4-2 defense, almost a 4-2-4. More of the double wing with a man in motion, running it right up the middle. He
the
pulls
quarterback pulls it, yep.
A little option play, seals the in, but hit hard out on the corner.
You know, just going over who's kind of running these balls for Pinckneyville, and a lot of underclassmen. So, you know, like you said, they're going to try to right this ship, and their quarterback, number 1, Ben Brook, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Looks like he's got some athletic skills in there. You can see that, and that pulled that football out of there and got a nice first down.
Pinckneyville, after picking up the first downs on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Man in motion, right up the middle. Shoestring tackle in there by the Musketeers. Falls forward after a gain of about 6 yards.
Tough to see who that was.
Brings up second and about 4.
Gain of about 7
for the Panthers.
2nd down, 2nd and 3.
I'm having a tough time seeing the RedBud jersey numbers with the sun going down right now.
Numbers are not easy to read with these jerseys. Hang with us, folks.
But they are cool jerseys, and
they are. They look nice.
What a way to support our our heroes across the board.
Well, if I'm Pinckneyville, I don't think I go away with what's working, which they're going to do it again. They're just going to go straight up the gut.
There by Pinckneyville.
Boy, that ball looked loose there, didn't it?
It did. And
he had it high up.
I mean, he's a big guy right there. He's chopping his feet and running, and we got 4 guys standing in front of him right there that got him around the shoulders. So RedBud's going to have to get back to the basics here. You know, break down, make a tackle, hit them low, drive with their legs, and bring them down because we can't just let them keep marching the ball like they are.
No. I couldn't have said it better, Chris. They're getting a little too comfortable up front. Let's try to push them back, push that line back. They can run it up the middle again.
There he is. Looks like number 44, Devin Hall.
Leading tackle from last year returning. Another all-conference selection for your Musketeers, I should say, on the defensive side.
That's what we need out of our linebackers in every play right there. You know, we have a big defensive front. They're doing their jobs. They're filling the gaps. Our linebackers are going to have to do a little bit better job stepping up at the line of scrimmage and making the play in the backfield.
It'll be 2nd down.
Great point, Chris.
For the Panthers.
It'll be interesting to see. RedBud plays, like you said, more this 4 down, but it's almost like these 2 dogs. It'll be interesting to see if they push them in a little, which it looks like they kind of already started.
Already have, yeah. They're going to try to shut it down.
That looks pretty good. Looks like, who was that? It's tough to see that number from here.
Nice play, number 75.
75.
Defensive lineman.
Nolan Crack. With
the stop there. It was only about a 1-yard gain.
Yep.
Brings up a long 3rd down for the Panthers.
Good play by Nolan there. Got the ball carrier. Pretty much stopped him in his tracks. Big 3rd down here.
Got about 40 seconds left here in this first quarter. Should be enough to get another playoff for him. 3rd and 5.
Boy, look at that tailback stance back there.
They're
dropping back. They're dropping back.
Like a screen.
I think it hit the ground.
What will they call it?
Oh, wow.
They catch.
By number 13.
If that catch stands, it will be a first down for the Panthers.
That looks like they're keeping it. I don't have the best eyes, Chris, but that looked like a bounce to me.
It was right there. Caught it with his fingertips. Picked it right off the ground, or right close to the ground, I guess. Was enough for completion. And that was a big play there for Pinckneyville. First pass play that they've
Also, the Red Bud
attempted tonight. Well, I can't say attempted. First play that they've completed tonight. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your Red Bud Musketeers 7 and your Pinckneyville Panthers 0.
Favorite thing to be the home feeling of the place. Everyone seems to know everyone. It's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team here. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I've had a question when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
As the Pinckneyville Panthers have the ball in the 1st and 10 on the Musketeer 40-yard line, and flags
we got a flag. That's our first flag of the day. We went a whole quarter without a flag.
Besides the opening play kickoff.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
See what the call is here.
Looks like, what are they saying?
Goes against the Panthers.
I didn't see the call that they made.
I believe it was 12 men on the field.
Was that it? It does make sense as a person's going off the field for Pinckneyville. So out of a end of a quarter, coach can't be happy about that one.
Brings up a 1st and 15 now from the 45-yard line. Just a kiss of sun left in the sky.
Let's see if we can't make that penalty hurt. Get it stopped.
Send a man in motion right up
the middle
again.
Oh,
met by the Red Bud linebackers.
Who was that? 19? Was it 9? It's tough to see who that was. Maybe 39?
Falls forward for about a 4-yard gain, bringing it up 2nd and 11 for the Panthers.
Tough to see who missed that tackle. Somebody got him in the backfield and he just bounced right off them. Could be Gantner. Looks like he's shaking up a little.
2nd and 11.
Second and 10 here, so see if the defense can get a little stop. Put a little pressure on the offense. Make them throw the ball. They look uncomfortable when they had to throw it.
More of the double wing here, a little bit tighter. Send a man in motion.
There's a pitch.
Pitcher on the outside.
Meets.
DB up, makes a play.
Yeah, makes a nice hit. Who was that? Number 26. Chase Luck.
Chase Luck, yes, with a nice tackle. Inbounds as the clock continues to run. After, unfortunately, not about a 5-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and about 8 now from the Red Bud 37-yard line.
You got to think this is 4-down territory. I don't think you're going to see too many punts here. So
with the run game that I'm seeing from both teams tonight, I don't foresee anybody punting inside their 50-yard line.
No.
Real tight now, one wide receiver.
A big stop here could force Pinckneyville to have to throw the ball.
Watch the pitch to the wide side of the field. They've got an extra tight end over there.
We got a timeout. All right, timeout Pinckneyville. We're going to take a quick little break. We'll be right back.
Come on out to N&B Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, filled propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
Welcome back to Musketeer Field after that short break. As the players take the field, still Pinckneyville ball.
You know, I know it's what you tell kids in the Muskets, but coming out of a timeout, I'd watch that ball, make sure they don't try to get you to jump offside, get some cheap yards. Last thing you want to do is just give them free yards this place.
I don't see them passing the ball here, Tim. I kind of see a sweep to the wide side of the field. They can send a man in motion. But they
said, watch that ball, don't jump, get a good push on the line. There it is. Nope, they are. But immediately pressured.
In the backfield.
How about that? The two people. What
nice job.
Schwarzkopf and
number 90.
Was that number 90?
No.
Oh, number 30.
Number 30, that's it.
That's the transfer, Nesbitt. From Spartan.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you're right.
Huge loss there, probably 10 yards or more.
Looks like a 90 from up here, but like I said, these numbers are hard to see.
With the pressure from the defensive front that they've had over the last 2 or 3 pass plays they've attempted, I can't believe they went for it there. I was looking for the sweep on the right side, but, what do you do in this scenario, Tim?
I think you got to punt it.
Fourth and long.
They've got somebody out back, so, I mean, you always got to be wary of the fake, but this far, I mean, they've got 15, 20 yards for a first down. I think it's a pretty safe punt. Is that Gantner back deep for the Musketeers? It's tough to tell from here.
Yeah, I believe so.
Looks like Red Bud should get the ball back, but we got a flag.
There's a penalty flag. There's a delay of game penalty.
Delay of game, okay.
Maybe that kid's got a boot and they just need to have a little more room.
Maybe they, you see that every once in a while in the NFL. They give your punter a little more room, but if you're Red Bud, you'll take the extra yards.
Third penalty tonight for Pinckneyville. Punter is deep.
Red Bud all standing. Oh, a punt! The punt's high.
Wide.
The punt's high.
Sending the pressure. He's coming around the outside.
You
Stop! Come on!
Oh,
he falls down. There's a flag on the play.
Flag, Chris? I didn't see anything. Did you?
Flag down on the play. 2 to 3 defenders there for Red Bud in the backfield. Kind of a bad snap. He had to chase it down. Lost his balance a little bit.
A crazy play, like you said, a little bit of a high snap. Punter thought about punting it. I think wisely decided not to. And then the flag got thrown right when the punter was falling down. I didn't see anything, though.
The officials are having a little meeting right now.
Let's see what they call. Still no call. It looks like they're talking to Red Bud, so this should be against Pinckneyville, and it looks like they're going to decline it. Looks like it looks like it was declined whatever he called.
It looked like a hit to the head penalty.
Is that what they said?
That Red Bud should decline because that will be a Musketeer football now.
On really good field position.
First and 10 on the 30-yard line.
Offsetting. Okay, offsetting penalties.
Musketeers will have it. First and 10 from the Panther 30.
First and 10 now for Red Bud. Run a little bit of that I formation under center.
Got to take advantage of this field
Handoff
position.
to the fullback right up the middle.
Oh, Devin Hall. Oh,
the handout.
Boy, that ball almost popped out, Chris.
Falls forward. Was able to hang on to it for a nice gain, bringing up second and really short.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but that's Devin Hall's first carry, I think, today.
That is Devin Hall's first carry. He's been playing a little bit of tight end. He really likes that position out there. He's a great blocker up front, but way to utilize him there as Red Bud. Way to utilize him as a fullback.
Great gain. Some of our best runs have been out of the fullback position. Him and Schwarzkopf.
Back at fullback. Gantner at tailback. Hands it to Gantner, running a little lead play. He bounces it outside, picks up about 6 yards for a Red Bud first down.
As a former running back yourself, Chris, you got to appreciate Gantner's patience. Doesn't force it, just kind of waits for the holes and bounces on them when he sees them.
Yeah, that's right. He's a really patient runner. He lets the play develop in front of him, just like he did right there. Let the play develop in front of you and pick up another 3 to 4 yards after contact.
Yep, great run there. And Red Bud looks like they're about to 14. So taking advantage of that field position off the botch punt.
First and 10, under center. One man in the backfield. To the right. Hand the ball off. Great hole, but unfortunately filled by the linebackers of Pinckneyville.
I saw what you saw. It looked like a nice big hole in there, and those linebackers jumped up into that hole real quick.
Give credit where credit's due. Great job there by the Pinckneyville linebackers to step up and fill a big hole and make a tackle.
Still pretty good gain. You'll take that.
Second and 8 now.
As you know, when you get down here in the red zone, the field gets a little tighter. Holes get a little smaller, and you got to really find those gaps and punch them in when you can.
Ball on about the 11-yard line. Going a little bit tighter now with Red Bud. They split out. Wide receivers left and right. One wing. I formation. Sends a man in motion. Fullback with the carry. Schwarzkopf
again.
Picks up about 3 yards on the carry after breaking several tackles. He's great at yardage after contact.
That's a great point.
The Pinckneyville linebacker stepped up right there and made contact at the line of scrimmage, but Schwarzkopf was able to bounce off and still pick up 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah, I saw what you saw. Looks like he shedded a tackle and got an extra couple yards there, which is huge.
Long third down here now for RedBud.
Yeah.
Third and about 5.
You'd like to put yourself in a good position here for fourth that allows you to go for it. So getting a couple yards here is key.
I like this man-on-man matchup down here on the bottom of the field.
Oh, they throw it.
And the touchdown. What a play by the Musketeers.
Touchdown.
Unreal.
Wow.
Make the handoff, runs to the line. Nice little jump shot there to Devin Hall for the touchdown.
Almost a shot put-esque throw. Gets it to Hall. Hall catches it and just throws the defender down to get in the end zone.
A lot of touch there on that pass. He was able to complete it.
Gave him a little stare down after he went in that end zone there, I think, too. I like that. A little swagger. Brockmeyer on to kick the extra point here.
Oh, lefty. See if he can punch another one through to make this a 14-0 ball game.
What a catch. What a throw. What a call. Like you said, you had third and long there. I thought for sure they were just going to get a little bit of run, and it's a great call there.
Ball is up.
And it looks good.
And it is good to make this a 14-0 ball game. RedBud.
We're going to take a quick break. Like I said, Chris, 14-0 RedBud. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there, and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over. Boy, you did good here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there, and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie-cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
Welcome back to the Musketeer Field. RedBud just scores, kicks the ball off. Nice high kick.
Another boot by Brockmeyer.
He comes around the corner and up the sideline, runs out of bounds after about a 6-yard pickup, and the defense will now take over.
First and 10. Returned by Jace Lee.
Boy, I tell you, Tim, it's really nice to have a kicker, isn't it? those extra points and pinning the ball back deep on the kickoffs, that helps so much.
Makes a big difference. Like I said, Pinckneyville's still trying to right the ship. I did see last year that they gave up over 45 points every single game last year, so you hope to take advantage of that and kind of work out the kinks in your offense while working on the offense and the QB position and trying to figure out starters and get your linemen to the right gaps.
The RedBud defense steps up. They've changed it up here a little bit. They've brought them dog linebackers in just a little bit. Coming around the outside, right in the backfield. If he can bring them down, he slows them up. And brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play there by RedBud.
Yeah, it looks like the initial contact, 30 brought him down, Nesbitt, but tough to see who got the initial contact. Maybe number 12, Easter. I think Sam Easter got the initial contact.
Yeah, I think you're right. He had him right out there, open field. Tried to hit him with a little bit of a stiff arm, but was able to slow him up just enough for a little bit of linebacker help.
You know, it doesn't go down in the stat book as a tackle there for Easter, but those are just as important, you know, slowing up the ball carrier, allowing your team to come up and help you gang tackle.
Another flag on the play.
There's a flag before the snap.
And it looks like he's waving it off, so no penalty now.
Second down, 2nd and 14.
6:13 left in the second quarter. Second down and about 14 to go for Pinckneyville after a big loss.
Looks like they're going to go up the
right
gut
middle.
again.
Shoestring tackle and brought down again. Unreal. After about a half-yard pickup, if any.
75. It's like Nolan Crack again. A couple times we've called his name. He's got a knack for getting in the backfield.
I like the transition Red Bud made here with their defense, and they're bringing that extra dog linebacker in a little bit, making it almost like a 4-3 with a floating guy around there, and they're able to step up and let the middle linebackers fill the gaps on the inside.
Great play by Nolan there. Nolan Crack's got a knack for getting in the backfield. How about that? A little alliteration for you folks.
Sending a man in motion again.
You think they got to throw here, and they are.
The pitch rolls around the outside.
He's got a man open.
Open in the middle, off the fingertips, and dropped.
He had his man. He had his man, Chris. Right off the fingers.
Great design play there by Pinckneyville. Sent a little seam route right there across the center of the field, and he found a little seam there to hold up in. Was unable to pull it in.
Let's see if they're going to punt here. It's 4th and a big 14. Down 14 with 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
They're lining up.
It looks like they're going
punt
to.
formation.
Looks like they are.
Sending as two guys off.
You know what they say? If it hits your hands, you gotta bring that in. It's tough to see who that returner is. I thought it was Gantner last time.
I think it would be Gantner.
But I don't think Gantner's wearing sleeves.
Whistle on the play.
So here we go. We'll see.
Timeout Panthers.
Maybe 19.
Another timeout by Pinckneyville.
We have Devin Hall.
And we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
National Guard, Cletus
And welcome back to the Red Bud Musketeer Field. Chris Maring and Tim Conway are here with you. Oak 9 Productions and Ben Koopman. Very thankful to Ben and all the sponsors out there that make this possible week in and week out for all these Musketeer home games. Happy to be here with you. With about 5:17 left to go in the half, your Red Bud Musketeers are leading 14-0 over the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Great point. Shout out to all the sponsors.
Pinckneyville's got a long 4th down here and in punt formation. Gantner back to receive. Better snap this time, and ball's away. End over end punt. Getting away from it. The ball rolls to the sideline. Falls down at about the 45-yard line, and the Red Bud offense can take over from there.
Great field position here. Like you said, about 45.
From their own 45.
Last possession down the field. You got to remember, touchdown. Had a couple good runs, capped off by, I think, a Devin Hall.
Looks like we got a flag on the play. It was a false start against the punting team, which will be declined. So no effect there on the play. Red Bud takes over. 1st and 10 now from their own 45-yard line.
You know, 14-0. No real complaints so far for me. I think the line's doing well on both sides, getting a push on the offensive line, trying to get in the backfield on the defensive side, and running backs are running hard, lowering their pads.
A little bit of spread here now. One man in the backfield. Quarterback under center. He's dropping back.
There's Gantner. He's got a big hole.
Great job on the offensive line. Going around the outside. He's got clear green grass in front of him. Turns on the speed. Runs down and touchdown Red Bud.
What a run. What a run,
Unbelievable. 55 yards. First play from scrimmage. Runs it into a touchdown. Nick Gantner.
Had a big hole right on the jump of that, and then just took it outside and outran everyone on the defense
got to
side.
give it some credit to the Red Bud coaching staff here. Unbelievable play call. They've made a lot of adjustments so far in this first half. If it doesn't work, they don't keep pushing on it. They try something till they figure out what's working for them and what they can do against this Pinckneyville defense. They're getting it down to a science right now as Red Bud's leading 20-0.
Brockner back out to kick the extra point. 2 for 2 so far. Snap a little high, and he kicks it a little low.
Falls down and no good.
Snap a little high that time. So it's going to be 20-0 with 5 minutes left. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Red Bud with a 55-yard touchdown right before we left. Missed the extra point, so it's going to be 20-0 with 4:57 left in the second quarter. And like I said, an ideal start for a lot of these people that have not started a varsity game. You got to think every year the jitters are there, even if you probably have started. But for some of these underclassmen who've never played varsity football, an ideal start, kind of shake out the cobwebs and get their first look at varsity football, like you said, Chris.
Back deep are the Panthers.
Those of you being honored tonight,
Kicker's got a leg on him here.
go to the end of the track.
Like to see a nice long high kick here. Let our defenders get downfield.
Gives
There
it to
is.
him.
Picked up on about the 30-yard line.
Put it in a perfect position where really all you had was go to the sideline. So
Kicking team ran him out of bounds after about a 12-yard pickup.
2 of the Musketeers. Brent Sternberg.
He's up 4:53 left in the first half. You know, Pinckneyville here, unfortunately, has already burned 2 of their timeouts, Tim, so not a lot to work with the run game that they have and only 1 timeout left.
if you're Pinckneyville at this point, you just got to hope to milk some of this clock and get a score before half, make this a little bit of a closer game. And if you're Red Bud on the other side, a stop and a score can almost shut this game down real quick.
RedBud's been doing a great job adjusting to the run game of the Panthers.
Red Bud got the ball to start the game, correct? I believe that's correct,
Yes,
right?
RedBud received this.
So if you're Pinckneyville and you get a score
2
here.
stand-up ends. Pressure in the backfield. Looks to
tosses
pass.
it.
Turns it. Intercepted!
He's
Intercepted by Gander, and a return after the catch. And he brings it back. Run to the sidelines and steps out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. Unbelievable defensive play by the Musketeers.
It looked like it might have been Evan Tressel, though. Evan Tressel with the pick.
I'm sorry, Evan Tressel with the pick there. Unreal. Let's heads up football. The Pinckneyville stepped back and threw up a prayer down the center of the field. Never a great idea when we have 3 DBs playing deep. He was able to get underneath of it and have a great pick.
Looks like a little pressure on the quarterback, and like you said, he kind of threw it up there for anybody to grab. Was a little long for his receiver, and RedBud will take it, and he got a nice 20-yard return on it
Yeah,
as
and I'm
well.
sorry, that was number 19, Evan Dressel. Great heads-up play by the safety there.
Let's see if RedBud puts a foot on the gas, and they
He
are.
rolls
They're
to
going
the
to go
right
for
side,
it.
looking to pass.
And there's Schwarzkopf.
Pass in the flat. Runs up the sideline, puts his hands down, puts his head down, and runs it in for a touchdown, Musketeers.
Great call by the staff. Put your foot on their throat and just kind of just bury them while they're down.
Great play, and I would not want to tackle Schwarzkopf out in the open field. They broke
didn't.
down in front of him. It was one little stiff arm, and down the sideline he went into the end zone. Great carry.
Right to the flats. You could see it was one-on-one with the DB, and like you said, that DB had no interest in tackling Schwarzkopf in the open field. Arm tackle, Schwarzkopf ran right through it, and 2 plays, their last 3 offensive plays, 3 touchdowns. How about that, Chris?
Yep, we got Pinckneyville on their heels right now. Brockmeyer back for the extra point. Snap, the kick.
This one looks good.
And it is good, making this a 27-0 game here in the with 4:32 left in the second quarter. And we'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Go on, girl. Go on and get help. That's it, girl.
Smart dog. With Farmer's Crash Assist, our Signal app can tell when you've been in a crash and can send help if you want it. Also, our Signal app could save you up to 15% on your auto insurance.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Back. How often do you see this? 3 offensive plays in a row, 3 touchdowns. A 3-yard catch by maybe a little longer, maybe a 6-yard catch for Devin Hall, touchdown. Big run by Gantner, and then a receiving touchdown for Schwarzkopf.
Everything's just clicking right now for RedBud. They're running the ball well. 3 to 5 yards average carry.
Yeah.
You know, they've had a couple great completed passes. The toss game has worked out of motion. They can run the ball inside. They can run the ball outside. That quick little flat route Schwarzkopf just ran right there. Out in the open, took the ball, tucked it, ran it down the sideline. We got some athletes on this team.
You almost got to think, was Coach Luck downplaying his offense a little? Coming in this game, he said the offense was the question. He was confident with his defense, and I've seen no issues with this offense. They're rolling like a machine. 27 points, first half, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
You just get that feeling, you know, Tim. Like this is working. You know,
Yep.
this is what Red Bud High School football is supposed to look like.
Shannon Oakley and Donald Key.
And you hate to see it, but you can almost see the Pinckneyville Panthers holding their head down a little, like, what's going on as the kick goes deep.
Nice kick by Brockmeyer.
Once again, puts it in a perfect spot where you almost got to force him to the out of bounds, and looks like he's going to be tackled by number 11. Number 11, Noah Gantner.
Yeah, another nice return really there by Pinckneyville. They've had quite a few yards after catch here, after return so far this game. Unfortunately for Pinckneyville, they've had plenty of chances to return the ball.
If you're Pinckneyville, Chris, what do you do here? Obviously, your inside handoff game is working for the most part, but you're down 27 points. You've got about 2.5 quarters left. You can't come back with 4-yard gains.
And I don't want to get too technical here on you, Tim, but they need more power up front. You can run the ball down the middle, okay? And when it doesn't work, you got to pull your backside guard at some point in time and try to kick the ball outside. Get another lead blocker outside to shut down our dog linebackers and our stand-up defensive ends at this time. You know, that's going to work in their success. We're stacked in the middle. You know, we've got a lot of talent right there in the middle. They're going to have to figure out a way to stretch it out sideline to sideline to pick up a few more yards.
It's a great point, as it looks like they're sticking with the wing T. Man in the back goes in motion, and they go with another
keeps
quarterback
the ball brought down hard.
Oh man, he did go down hard. He gets up. Tough to see who got it.
Number 30,
Nesbitt. We've called his name quite a few. Fitting right in. Transferred from Sparta, and he's a big boy, and he's shown it.
Yeah, I like to see it, man. That's a linebacker's duty right there. Step up and make a play.
You know, you almost got Pinckneyville out of their comfort zone. They're clearly trying to stick to a wing T, but you know that they're going to have to start to press and throw the ball a little, and let's see what they do. It's like an inside
right
handoff.
Up the middle. And boy, that kid can run the ball, can he?
Yep, he chopped his feet and got a couple yards there.
Who is that?
Couple
Number
extra yards.
9, that Conkle?
Yep.
He's a heck of a ball carrier. I like watching him run the ball. He keeps his feet moving, he keeps his feet chopping, and he keeps the pile moving in the right direction. Great pickup there by the young man.
Looks like locked in on the tackle, and you love to see your DBs get in there. Makes that linebacker's job a little easier when they come in, diving in there and helping you with the gang tackling.
3rd and 2 now, Pinckneyville, from their own 46-yard line. Man in motion. Another handoff right up the middle and stuffed by the Red Bud defense.
I think we're going to have a 4th down here, Chris.
And it is going to bring up a 4th down and about a long one.
William Chauncey going to make a 4th down, 4th and 1.
That's those are the plays you like to see to get your defense fired up a little bit. Conkle's averaging, you know, more. He's averaging 3 to 4 yards a carry right now too. So, big play here by the defense. Man in motion right up the middle again. Looks like he has enough for the 1st down as the pile falls forward once more. Brings up a 1st down for Pinckneyville.
Was that number 3 Clellan again, or was that maybe number 9 this time? Either way, good little gain, gets him a 1st down. And this is, if you're Pinckneyville, this is what you want to do. You don't want to go down the half anymore. You got to run the ball, give yourself a chance at a score, and if not, go down in half, 27-0, but nothing more. Can't give Red Bud another opportunity. That offense is running.
About 2:20 left on the clock here in the 1st half.
Looks like a quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeps it around the outside.
Oh,
our quarterback can hit really hard.
Oh, man. Who was that?
Falling backwards.
Is that number 2? 2. Oh, and Leifer smacks him.
A 2-yard gain brings up.
Oh, quarterback is down. That quarterback has been hit hard tonight, Chris. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you hate to see it. He's been having.
Oh, and Leifer gave him a good lick,
so
and
far.
you hope he's all right. You hope the young man's all right.
His coaches are attending to him now on the sidelines. Yeah, you hate to see them kind of plays. Fortunately, it's still a big part of this game, this contact sport, and
you hope just the wind's knocked out of them. Nothing's wrong.
It is a hot night too. That was a big hit, but the guys out there, a lot of the big fellas too. They're playing both sides of the ball, and it's easy to get gas on a hot, humid night like this evening.
Like you said, it looked like he might have just taken a shot to the chest. So like you say, you just hope the wind's knocked out of him and that the young man's all right. Quarterback number, Dylan Kemper. A
little under 2 minutes here, Tim. What's Pinckneyville got to do here, man, to move the ball on this Red Bud defense?
You hate to go from what you probably practice all summer, this wing tee and running the ball and kind of grinding the defense down, but you got to get some points on the board. It wouldn't surprise me if sooner or later they step back, they go shotgun and try to spread them out.
They had one great completion right down the middle of it. Well, it was an incompletion.
It was an incompletion.
A man open, so.
Sorry, number 3? Is that number 3 or is it number 2? Looks like 3.
That's number 3, Clellan.
Clellan. I apologize. Thought it was the quarterback, but
glad to see him
like
walking
Clellan,
off there.
He is walking gingerly, but he does look like he's going to be okay. Wish the best for the young man. Good sportsmanship by Red Bud. They gave him a pat on the butt.
Taking his time to get off the field.
We're going to come back with about 1:48 on the clock here. So, like I said, if you're Pinckneyville right now, this run game, it's slowly chipping away, and you hope it's going to tire the Muskets down. But when you dig yourself in a 27-0 hole, you got to get points, and you got to get points quick. They do get the ball back at the start of the second half, so if you get a score here and get the ball back scored, you make it a 2-possession game real quick. So if you're Red Bud on the defensive side, your job right now is to limit this offense and try to go into this half down, or up 27-0, I should say.
The clock starts to run here now into the first half. Pinckneyville sends a man in motion, runs the ball right up the middle, met immediately by the defensive line and linebackers of the Musketeers, and now rolling backwards.
A late whistle a little bit there. I mean, they had him wrapped up and pushing backwards before that whistle blew, but
picks up about 1 yard on the carry, brings up a third and about 7 from the Red Bud 43.
Easter and Nesbitt on the tackle there.
I mean,
we've mentioned their names a couple times.
We're talking about a minute left here by the time the snap happens, under a minute. They got to throw the ball. They got one timeout left. Pinckneyville needs to get the ball in the end zone if they want any momentum going into the second half.
It looks like they're just going to be okay going into the half down 27-0. Once again, motion in the back.
Sweep to the short side of the field.
Short side of the field, yeah, that's
hard,
never smart.
Forced out of bounds.
Who was that on the tackle? Number 26. Looks like Chase Luck.
Tackle by 26, Chase Luck.
Brings up a long fourth down now for Pinckneyville. 4th and 3. Ball sitting on the 40-yard line. Big stop here for Red Bud. Fortunately, he runs out of bounds and stops the clock with 43 seconds left.
Retirees. Please head to
The defense has been doing a great job here. They're wearing down those running backs in that run game of the Pinckneyville Panthers. Step up to the ball here.
Big 4th down for both sides here. Red Bud gets a stop here. I feel like they get all the momentum going into the half.
Sitting tight, man in motion.
Oh, fumble on the snap.
Fumble on the play.
Looks like it didn't matter who got it.
No flags on the field. It's going to be a turnover one way or another. Red Bud takes over on downs. 1st and 10 now from their own 40-yard line.
Let me ask, what do you do here?
I'm throwing the ball every day of the week.
You got 38 seconds left.
3 timeouts left. We're up 27-0. I wouldn't mind getting the ball in the end zone one more time before the half. I'd run the ball to the sideline and try to get a score. I mean, I'd pass the ball here to the sideline, advance 10 to 15 yards.
Let's see if they come out under center. It looks like they're going
shotgun.
Is that a different quarterback?
A pistol.
Is that a different quarterback back there? It looks like it is. It's number
12.
17?
Number 17.
Oh, he's got a cannon.
There's the ball, and it's caught by the Musketeers, and he's running down the field. And he runs it into the end zone.
Oh, wow, Chris.
What a play. I was looking forward all the way, that pass play down the sideline. He has got a cannon on him, don't he?
It seems like the RedBud staff cannot call a bad play. They bring in the quarterback that looks to have a little bit better arm. Thomas Freeze, that is, and throws it, and I couldn't even see who caught it on the sideline.
Just a beautiful pass.
Was it Ganner that
down
caught it on the sidelines?
It's right here.
I think it was it Ganner or was it Dressel? I think it might have been Dressel. It was tough to see. It was on the far side of the field. Grabbed it, almost mossed the defender in a way. Grabbed it, stayed in bounds, and ran down for a touchdown. Snap a little high, but Brockmeyer gets it off. Looks to be no good, though.
Point is no good.
What
that
a
completion
play.
was by Evan Dressel.
Dressel.
8 seconds left in the first half. Musketeers
So now if we're keeping up with that, is that 5 straight? No, sorry, 4 straight touchdowns on 4 plays.
Unbelievable.
1 in the red zone and then 3, all from 30 to 50 yards out.
You know, the paper and everything, the articles that you read, you know, RedBud was kind of unsure what their offense was going to be like this year, but I think that those questions have been answered right here in this first half of the Pinckneyville RedBud game.
You know, sometimes the biggest thing you could do is know your limitations. It looks like the RedBud staff was a little more comfortable with Freeze throwing the long ball. They brought him in.
Well, there's 2 ways to think about that too, Tim. You know, the Pinckneyville defense is not going to think throw whenever you bring in a quarterback for the first time all night. You know, but obviously they kind of thought wrong. Got a little buffalo there when they were able to throw it deep down the sideline. And they had great coverage, really. He had a hand in his face, but the catch was just unbelievable to be able to pull that in and finish after the catch.
Great call there, Chris. Yeah, I mean, put it in a position where really it was either the defender was going to catch and go out of bounds or it was RedBud's ball as the kick goes to the Pinckneyville and
30-yard line.
It's like he's going to return it right out.
Another nice little, probably 15-yard return.
We should see, if I'm Pinckneyville, we should see just a kneel and let's get this to half. They did exactly probably what they didn't want to do. Gave RedBud another chance.
I'll tell you what, Tim, if I'm Pinckneyville, I got to say I still want to score 24 seconds left. They got 1 timeout left.
You might as well throw it.
They're going to run the ball around the corner here to the short side of the field, most likely. Run it out of bounds. They've got a potential to get 3 more plays off.
We've had some excitement this half, haven't we? Hopefully you're tuning in, watching.
Chris Maring here and Tim Conway.
I think this is a good time to give a shout out to Chase Smith, I believe the team manager for RedBud. At home, couldn't make the game. So watching from the hospital. So Chase, get better. Hopefully you're watching. And it's making you feel a little bit better that RedBud's winning 33-0.
Pinckneyville takes the field now. Still tight.
Still tight. Chris, I hate to disagree with you, but I'm taking a knee and I'm taking my spanking and I'm going into half trying to figure something out. But nope, they're going to run that up the middle.
Right up the middle. If they're running there,
that
they
should just about do it.
Will Pinckneyville use their last timeout or let the clock run out?
Looks like that.
Looks like that'll be enough to do. Oh,
well,
and there's a timeout on the field.
Oh, it looks like a flag. Maybe too many men on the field. Looks like too many men on the field for RedBud.
And it is.
So it looks like we're going to probably get 1 more play before the end of the half. And if you're Pinckneyville,
like too many men on the field.
You got to throw this ball, right? You're 40 yards.
Besides the offsetting head-to-head penalty, that's the first penalty RedBud's got.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty for too many men on the field?
I think it was unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, is that right? Well, you're. Oh, a taunting penalty. I didn't see that.
So that's unsportsmanlike. I've seen the hands hit the head. 8 seconds left now in this first half.
Well,
Pinckneyville's got a 1st and 10 here on the 39-yard line.
Enough time for probably 1 big play, and Pinckneyville's going to call that last time out. They're going to draw up a play, try to get in the end zone, I would imagine, and see if they can get the momentum going into this half because nothing's going right for them right now.
Pinckneyville here, man, they got to, I mean, just to keep momentum on your side, to get something going, put a little drive back in you. You know, you'd like to really score here before the end of the half and give them guys something to fight for here. Nice warm night out here tonight.
you're RedBud, you got to think coaches are just telling them to stay back, keep everything in front of you. You give up a tackle, they're out of timeouts. That's going to end a half.
You're going to see that true 4-2 that they started out with right here, I believe. You know, they're going to keep those dogs out a little bit wider, run that 3-man back, that cover 3 defense.
And you can already tell a little bit the DBs are back further than I think than they normally would be.
Yep, watch the seam route right here. It's the last play, right across the middle. Run a little post or something. It's the Pinckneyville O-line's going to have their hands full with the defensive line of the Musketeers. Sit under center, double wing. There's the snap. Drops back to pass.
Pressure.
Looking, ball's gone. And
are they calling it a pick?
Oh, interception. Unbelievable. Threw up a player, threw up a prayer, and number 2 was able to get up underneath the ball.
Number 2, Owen Leifer. Had a big hit earlier and gets a pick here. So now, Chris, let me ask you this. 2 seconds left. You're up 33-0. You take a knee, right?
No, I throw the ball right down the right side of the field. Every day of the week, you got one play, throw one deep, and let her rip.
There's no mercy from my co-host here.
They send a guy out wide.
It looks like they're under center. I think it looks like they're in kneel formation. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take a knee here. They are.
And they do, and that'll end your first half. What a great first half it was. Your Red Bud Musketeers 33 and your Pinckneyville Panthers 0.
I would recommend Raceline for anyone who isn't just there for the professional experience and like for the resume. Someone who actually wants to think about the long-term goals. Like anyone who values like a workplace who actually pours time into you wants to make sure that, you know, your experience is worth it.
Being in a position where, yeah, I am their intern, but I know that they respect me. I know that they respect my opinions, my ideas. They want me to be doing something that I am getting something out of it. They're very in tune with where I'm at and how happy I am.
I honestly think the culture is really good here. Like when I started off, I wasn't even nervous at all because I thought like everyone was like very introducing and they were very like helpful with everything.
Everyone you meet here wanting to get to know you and talk to you.
Honestly, the people here make work so fun and easy. The board of directors is really supportive about the internship program, that they devote a lot of time and effort into making sure we have the best experience this summer.
We talk about the high level a lot, and that's just like the big picture of what's going on. It's important to really kind of have a good idea of everything at the high level so that you can ask the right questions. And if you know, like, I'm doing this so that somebody else can do their job or do whatever we have to do to make the company run, it's important to know the high level.
Whatever your degree is in college, it's going to help you grow and it's going to help you get some real world
application of that degree, and there's a lot of different areas you can go into for the company. So if you start an internship earlier on in your college career and you find something else that appeals to you, Raceline will work with you and get you into whatever interests you and get you experience in that area.
I would say that I've gotten a lot of real-world experience from Raceline because I've had the same role 3 times, yes, but you can only learn so much in 3 months, so to be able to fill that role for 9 months in total, I've learned a lot from that. Now that I've moved on to the ME department, I feel like I'm going to get a whole new set of learning experiences that I can really use in my career.
So I've been able to take a lot of concepts I've learned in school and put them with the stuff that Chris has been teaching me throughout the internship. That's the biggest thing I would say, is like putting theory with actual like applied stuff that they do here with the company.
The Raceline Skilled Craft internship has expanded my knowledge on welding and has given me more practice into being a welder and becoming a welder here at the company.
Being an intern here at Raceline has definitely taught me a lot. I've learned how to do new things, use a bunch of tools, and put new things together. I think it's going to help me in the future. Like I said, I want to do something with engineering.
So I was considering going into a skilled trade, and before I made that firm decision, I wanted to get some like real job experience. And I felt like Raceline really helped me do that, and it gave me a feel for what it would be like in my future career. And working here showed me that I really do enjoy this.
Teamwork at Raceline is very apparent. Deanna definitely lived up to her title as a mentor, and I feel like she's always there to communicate with others and make sure you fully understand everything that you're doing.
I think the internship program helped me prepare for this role by giving me a diverse set of experience in every part of HR. And I feel like Raceline is a very unique company to work for. So I would recommend it to anyone just because you learn so much and you're with a bunch of great people who really want to help you learn.
Hey Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
Sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over.
Boy, you did a good here. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
Come on out to Enemy Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, fill propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
Cause anything is possible. Look at my glass, man. Yeah. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles. Cause anything is possible. Yeah. I do. Anything is possible. Hey. Yeah. Cause anything is possible. Yeah.
And welcome back to Musketeer Field. Great first half by the Musketeers with a 33-0 point deficit so far.
Yep.
As we sit and watch the Red Bud High School marching band, and one Mr. Lyle Youngie out there, been doing it a long time, still instructing the band, doing a great job. Tim, the real question is, what do you think about that first half, buddy?
I think you couldn't have scripted it up better. I think the last 4 offensive possessions minus the kneel down, they scored. So 4 straight possessions of just scoring on one play after the 1 yard or like the 3-yard touchdown. And like I said, you couldn't have scripted it up better. I think this gives you a perfect chance to blend in a little of your younger players, maybe in the second half if your lead continues to balloon up. Kind of work in some people that injuries are going to happen throughout the year. Different things are going to happen to where you can throw in some of these guys, and guys get winded later in the year. You can trust these guys because they got some varsity experience.
Yeah, and talking about working guys in, how about working Freeze in there at QB? He's 1-for-1 with 60 yards passing.
Yeah, that's not bad when you can take the quarterback off the bench, bring him in, throws a pass, and 60-yard touchdowns.
I think across the board too, it's a well-coached game by the Musketeers. I think they're making the right calls at the right time. I mean, the first plays off the scrimmage we're scoring on. What was that, 3 in a row?
Yeah.
And what more can you ask for? You got Pinckneyville on their heels, right?
Yep.
And let's throw something at them that they're not going to expect. We're seeing a lot of the same stuff out of Pinckneyville, and I think that's really hurting them at this point because it doesn't take long for the coaching staff to figure out how to shut that down.
It's a great point, and I think you got some stats. RedBud's almost averaging 10 yards a carry. Is that about right?
Yeah, it's unreal. Gantner alone has got 72 yards already on 7 carries.
Oh.
Shemwell's with 10 yards already. Schwarzkopf, he's having a heck of a game. Junior stepping up and making big plays. I cannot wait to see how this man turns out the rest of the year. He's got 24 yards rushing already on 3 carries, and then
as a fullback,
as a fullback, and then also picking up some big receiving yards. Got 30 yards receiving on 1 catch and a touchdown or 2 by now. So, So unreal. I like to see these guys showing up and making big play after big play, and being a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I think if you're RedBud, you come out and you do the same thing. You run the ball, you get the yards that they're giving to you. If you throw the ball, you make sure it's a check down, or you make sure only your receiver can get it. Let's limit the turnovers, and really we should have a pretty smooth second half.
And RedBud's playing a very clean, nice game. Not many penalties. I think we've got 2 penalties in the first half on top of Pinckneyville's about 5.
Yep.
For the first game of the year, that's kind of uncommon in high school football. But they're playing very disciplined, hard-nosed football. Defensively, a couple big players stepping into the game is Devin Hall and Nesbitt. Each got 4 tackles apiece, and the front line stepping up and trying to shut down that inside run game. Our DBs. If you want to elaborate on that a little bit more.
Yeah, Lux stepped up there and made a couple tackles on the outside, and Leifer hit the big shot on that number 3 on Pinckneyville, Clellan. And anytime you're a DB out there, you're kind of on an island because you can get juked and look pretty stupid out there.
Yeah.
But no, they've done a great job. They've jumped in there when the linebackers got it for gang tackling.
They're playing heads-up football, man.
Yep.
You're trained, practice, ball's in the air, pass, yell ball. Yep. Their eyes are in the sky. That we've taken the pass game away completely from Pinckneyville so far. But when the ball's in the air, the guys are looking for it. Okay, and they've been able to come back and had 2 big, crucial interceptions there in the first half as well.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think we're going to take a little bit of break, and then we'll come back to you with the second half.
Great job, guys.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, like the SISR side swipe. And we covered it May 2nd, 2020.
Call my dad, Danny Schultz with Farmers Insurance.
Hello everyone, it's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team here. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I've had a question when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is
family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
Slowly wrapping up. You guys are taking a much-needed break. These warm weather, this warm weather we've been having, kind of a. It's been a great August so far, hasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, no complaints.
Now
No complaints.
Now we're getting it here a little bit at the end. It's hot, sticky, and humid tonight. RedBud takes the field and going to start their.
A much needed break, and shout out to our cameraman Wayne Koopman out down there. He's bringing you the close footage as he gets RedBud coming back on the field.
And while we're talking about shout-outs, you know, all our sponsors that you see commercials for and stuff throughout the night, Ben Koopman here with Oak Night Productions does a fantastic job with all of this. And me and Tim love sitting up here and broadcasting the games and talking a little bit of football.
Yeah, give it a like. Give it a share on Facebook. Helps out. Tell your family about it. If you can't come to the games, there's no better way to watch it than Oak Night Productions right here.
You know, this is just come full turn, you know, since back when we were playing, bud. You know what? I don't even know if I've got any game footage. And now here you are. And these guys, you know, it'll be online for them to look at and to watch for the rest of their lives. It's really something pretty awesome.
Go on YouTube and find it. Search Oak Night Productions. You can go on Facebook.
It's like a little bit of a breeze kicking up here. Fire truck set up down in the end zone. Camouflage jerseys again tonight. These touchdowns for heroes. The National Guard sponsors these uniforms. Got the fellas looking really nice. And all the hometown heroes and veterans across the board are out in the gallery tonight. Stands are full of folks, and just a great opening night for Friday Night Football.
It's a good thing we're not shooting off fireworks for every touchdown.
That'd be a big bill tonight,
That's
wouldn't
an
it?
expensive night.
Muskets, they will be starting games, I'm sure, maybe even this weekend, if not next. 2 weeks.
Hoping to bring you a lot more exciting offense. We've had some big plays. Big catch by Schwarzkopf on our close RedBud sidelines here. You had the big catch by Dressel on the far sideline. What do we have? We had the big run by Gantner.
Yeah.
I mean, some big explosive plays that you like to see.
It's just meshing, man. The offense is clicking. The defense is stepping up and making a stand, you know. Pinckneyville's going to, you know, I think the message to them at halftime was let's do a little, get back to the basics here on our offensive line. Let's open these holes up for these guys. I'd like to see Pinckneyville, you know, if they're going to be competitive in this game with their run offense, you know, they're going to have to do a few more than lead plays, get an extra guy, pull a guard, stretch it outside, you know, test our DBs on the outside, test our defensive ends a little bit more because they're having success running the ball up the middle, you know, but not enough of it, not consistently.
That's a great point.
So I think the message to them at halftime was, you know, let's get back to basics here. Let's work on getting a guy in front and opening a hole.
We gave a shout out earlier to Chase Smith. We'll give another one out to Jack Chandler out there, team managers You know, we see these players playing on the field, but can't do it without the managers. So shout out to them. As RedBud's huddling up at the end zone right now, we should have some exciting footage coming for you the second half coming here in a bit. Let me tell you, it's hot in this box we're calling, though, Chris. Might be a breeze out there, but we're not feeling it in here.
We're not feeling it in here. That odd north wind here late in August that you're just not quite used to yet. RedBud now runs to the sideline, finished their pre-game stretch, or their pre-half stretches, I should say. Clock's winding down now with about 20 seconds left, and we'll get this kickoff underway. RedBud won the coin toss. They elected to receive in the first half, so they will be kicking off this half to the Pinckneyville Panthers.
You know, if the one thing I'm looking for is who's going to come out here, who's going to make a play, it's easy to come, you're up 33-0, get a little complacent, let the run start ripping out, not gang tackling. You really look to your leaders here and say, all right, who's going to make a big stick? Who's going to make a play? Who's going to say, this is our half, this is our game, we're not going to let it up.
RedBud playing smart football. They will be kicking away from the clock, which means they will have the clock in their favor in the fourth quarter. I expect to see a nice, like I talked earlier, it's good to have a nice kicker, be able to kick the ball deep and pin him back.
Yeah, kicker from last year returning, what was his name? Brockmeyer, that was it. Yeah, good little kicker. He's been pinning them deep, pushing them to the sidelines. That's all you can ask for.
Number 13 back for Pinckneyville, Scott. Our left-footed kicker, kicks from deep
another
right.
boot.
Great kick down to about the 15-yard line.
Oh.
As he turns it up the field, runs it back to the middle, and eventually brought down by a host of Musketeers.
Like I said, you do your business. You take care of these first few possessions, and you get the night the rest of off. You work in some of the underclassmen. You work in some of the people that, you know, may not get the most playing time through the year. So you take care of business now, you rest later.
RedBud's defense takes the field again.
This is where we're looking for, what's the award they give out, Chris? A Mr. Intensity. I think the Marians have a running Mr. Intensity award of winning that 20 years in a row. You're looking for that. You're looking for the guy that's going to come out and punch him right in the mouth.
What I love about all of it is you can't put that on one guy right now. They're playing well. Every man stepping up, doing his job, and playing an intense football game.
Going to start in that wing T again.
Running a little bit tighter 4-4 now. 3 DBs. Sending a man in motion.
It's going to start right up the gut again.
Middle. Shoestring tackle brings him down after about a 6-yard gain.
Looks like brought down by Gantner.
Snyder picked up by 33, Gantner.
Nice little shoestring tackle there. Give it all you got. If he's not there to make the play, that's probably a first down. So way to step up, make a play. Second and 4 now from their own 40-yard line. More of the same here by Pinckneyville. Under center. Man in motion. Takes it, hands it off up the middle again.
RedBud had that beat from the snap. RedBud had pressure in the snap.
They sniffed it out all the way, didn't they?
Yep. He almost caused the quarterback to fumble. They were back there so quick.
Number 77 on the tackle there.
William Chauncey. I think that's the first time we called his name. So, and we have a player down for Pinckneyville, looks like. Number 9? Looks like is it 8? Number 8, Schneider. Looks like he's down. Hopefully just a cramp. You know, it's hot. You're coming out of the half, maybe a little cold. You just hope it's a cramp.
Yeah, you know, the first game of the season, and you want to see everybody get through the season healthy, and these things happen. Looks like he'll be okay eventually here.
Yeah.
Shaking it off as we speak. Trainers are talking to him.
Might have taken a shot to the groin. I think you've run the ball enough. You know that when it happens, it's not pleasant.
No. He's going to have to
I think he's going to have to come off the field, yeah. And he's going to be all right. He's coming off the field.
By rule, he has to come off the field for one play.
Second ball care for Pinckneyville that's went down. Makes a tough night tougher.
When you're playing both ways when it's this hot outside, but it can wear on you eventually.
Looks like Schwarzkopf's out there waving something. I think he was calling the plays for RedBud there.
coming in tight with the corner. Man in motion, stacking
A
the
sweep.
box.
Oh, a ball
and
on the
fumble,
loose.
and he's able to fall on it.
Smart play
Big
by.
loss there, unfortunately, though, for Pinckneyville. About a 5-yard loss and brings up a long 4th down.
Number 10.
Yeah, number 10, Jalsall. Looks like he just couldn't get a hang of it. There was going to be RedBud there if he did get a hang of it. There was they sniffed that one out. They saw the sweep, and they should be almost a 4th and 10. Back on the 35. I would think they're going to punt this, and it looks like they are.
I'd say they're going to have to punt it. RedBud set up in their punt return formation.
Looks like they're going to switch. Dressel was back, but it looks like he's going to hand it off to Gantner. Gantner's going to go back deep this time.
Look at that Pinckneyville offensive line spread way out. The
Another
snap.
botched snap.
But he was able to get the ball away. Peter get away from it. It's a ball, good bounce, rolls down to the 30-yard line. And the Musketeers will take over now with 9:43 in the third quarter. Let's see what the play calling and coaching staff from the Musketeers offense can come up with.
Looks like they're going to go back with.
We do have a winner for the.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go back with their original offense with Shemwell out there at quarterback.
One more touchdown here. We get us to the 40-point running clock.
Is that right? 40 points gets a running clock. It's again under center.
Hands the ball off right up the middle. Nice patient run.
Oh.
A flag on the play.
We do have a flag.
3-yard carry, but it looks like it'll be holding against the Musketeers.
Not quite the start you wanted, but.
Congratulations, Michaela.
Yeah, from the first snap of the series here so far, the first half, you know, it was kind of boom there for a while, but after the holding penalty there, it forces the Musketeers 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage, bringing up 1st and 20 now.
Well, it looks like number 1's on the sideline, so I think we might have a different quarterback in there. Chris, it's tough to tell with these numbers, and they're far away, but I think we've got a different quarterback under center to start. I think it might be Freeze, because I think Shemwell's on the sidelines here. Yeah, I think Freeze might be under center for the start the second half. Coaches are just going to get a different look here as a man goes in motion. Sweep. He's got some room to run.
Lead blocker runs to the sideline and out of bounds.
Nice little pickup there.
Schwarzkopf out in front, lead blocking for Gantner.
Yeah.
Nice pickup of about 8 yards.
Nick Gantner with a nice run. It's going to make it 2nd down.
Bring it 2nd and 12 from about the 28-yard line.
Second and 12. You're just hoping to get a chunk of yards here, make a manageable 3rd down.
They come out of huddle, back under center, running out a little bit of I formation. Sending a man in motion.
Oh, he's booking it.
Looks like a lead play. Back to Gantner.
Oh, what a run. What a cutback.
And he's trucking down the field and picks up a big 1st down for the Musketeers.
That Gantner runs with some power. Saw his hole, did a nice little cutback. And
just good, patient football right there. Following his lead blocker, reading the blocks out in front of him. Great job offensively there.
What a run.
When you can stay behind your lead blocker out into the secondary right there, that's doing something. That says a lot to the offensive line, too, that they took care of the men in front of them, and that lead blocker was able to get into the secondary.
That's what you want.
Run a little power football now.
Schwarzkopf at that fullback again. Wouldn't be surprised if they gave him another handoff. Looks like Gantner did come off after that big run. Just give himself a little breather.
Freeze under center, sending the man in motion. Looks power right. Ooh, they toss left.
Oh, redirection pitch.
Ooh, nice little play. Keeps his feet moving. Eventually forced out of bounds, but not after enough for the 1st down.
How about that? Number 32, Gavin Baldwin. Just a sophomore. A nice run there.
Nice big run. Carry for the young man.
Yes.
It's about a 14-yard pickup. Brings up 1st and 10 now. Ball on the Panther 39-yard line.
Once again, RedBud just having whatever they want while running the ball.
Under center.
See if they give it back to the young man. And they will. 32 Gavin again.
Toss with 2 lead blockers in front of him as he cuts it back up the field, running back to the center, and he's moving, isn't he? And he's staying on his feet and breaking tackles. They can't bring him down. A big first down for the Musketeers.
He had to break 4 or 5 tackles there. Just when I thought he was going down, he broke another one and gained another 4 or 5 yards. The young man, the sophomore, what a run. What a couple runs.
Just not giving up. That was missed tackle after missed tackle there for Pinckneyville. Cuts it back to the center of the field and just picks up a huge first down.
What a run from the young man. Like I said, they're going with Freeze under center to start the second half, just getting a different look. Looks like we might have
Whistle on the play.
I think we might have a timeout. I think they might have had too many. No, never mind. I'm not sure what the whistle was for, Chris.
Clock is running. Under center. I formation, man in motion, lead play.
Is this the Gavin again?
And he's running, put his head down, runs through a couple tackles.
Oh, no, sorry, never mind. 5-yard line.
We'll say 4. Boy, the Pinckneyville defense cannot stop him right now.
What? Where did this kid come from? We didn't see any first half carries for him, and Gander had that big chunk, took a little break, and this Gavin Baldwin is just running all over this Pinckneyville defense.
1st and goal now from the 4-yard line.
You'd like to see the young man get the carry to get in the end zone. He's brought him down here. He's had 3 straight really good runs. You'd like to let him cap it off and get in the end zone.
Yeah, a little over halfway through the 3rd quarter. Under center. Another lead play.
And there, he's going to end up a little
brought
short.
Down after about a 2-yard gain.
Looked like he had a little hole there, and then it closed real quick.
The ball went again, tackled by number 57.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a misdirection play. I said it was a lead play, but it wasn't. It was a cross play there, and they faked the fullback dive and handed it off backside to the tailback, and just unfortunately wasn't able to come up with enough yardage to punch it in the end zone.
Freeze comes back to the huddle. Wouldn't surprise if they go back to that fullback dive. Looks like they're about 2-yard line.
Lucas Schwarzkopf doing a great job back there at the fullback position, lead blocking, making a little bit of distance from his guy, sending a man in motion. There's that lead play we like. Nice
They're going to give it to him.
Run.
They're going to give it to him.
He noses his head in, and it's a touchdown, Musketeers.
Good for him. Good for him. Had 4 or 5 really good, great carries on this drive. So the young man gets into the end zone, and the lineman give him a little pickup.
Great play there. I mean, that hole was huge. Picked up about 3 yards on it. Followed his lead blocker. Good patient run, and was able to punch it in there.
That's what I talked about a little on half, about incorporating some different runners. Gantner's clearly your workhorse back. He's been having great success all conference last year, but, anything can happen where you got to, he can get a cramp and he's out. You want to have these guys ready. Because the kick's no good.
Kick is up and it's no good, and we'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Come on out to N&B Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, filled propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
And we're back. 39 Red Bud, 0 Pinckneyville Panthers. Tough little game so far for Pinckneyville, but if you're Red Bud, you got to just keep working on your blocks, your running, your tackling. This is, to your point earlier, Chris, this is the first varsity taste it got. So, you got maybe some tougher opponents coming down later in the year, so
I just absolutely love the atmosphere out here. The fans are involved. The student section is involved. The stands are rumbling, as you can probably hear in the background. It's just the feeling's good right now to be up 39-0 here in the third quarter.
My only gripe was that as the kick sails to about the 35, bounces, they got a fall on it. RedBud meets them right away. Boy, they were pretty close to letting RedBud recover that.
A little bit closer, and I'd like it.
Nice tackle.
My only
Barely
gripe
gets
is
it picked up.
I liked when the student section was right there on the end zone. I miss that. I'm sure there's a reason why we had to move it up here, but I liked them when they were on that end zone. You could hear them cheer when you got in the end zone. And there's a flag on the field, though.
So we look for it looks like
Looks like it might be holding
against the Panthers.
That's going to back them up a little.
And it looks like they will accept that penalty and back them up.
And number 59 on that tackle, Peyton LaChance.
6:13 left to go in the third quarter.
There's a penalty flag.
You know, quite a few penalties tonight on Pinckneyville. They've never come at the right time either, especially after they've had so many good returns off kickoffs, kick returns, and then they kind of played that one a little slow, and luckily we're able to come up with it, but unfortunately had a penalty on the play now, ball sitting about the 15-yard line.
You know, one player I want to call out here, Nesbitt, has just had a great game so far. First game we've got to see him as a Musketeer, and I'm impressed, Chris. The guy knows what he's doing. He's in the backfield constantly, wrapping up, tackling. He's a good player. He's a good football player.
Yeah, he is, and I like seeing these guys coming through the program, and making the big difference they have been.
Looks like Pinckneyville's going to stay in that wing T. Man goes in motion, inside handoff again.
Met by the front line of the Musketeers. Brought down after a short gain by the RedBud defense.
Panther running back stopped at the line of scrimmage. By the front line of
As the crowd really gets into it now, brings up a long second down, I should say.
Yeah, they're rowdy, that's for sure. Have a whole week of class.
The energy and the atmosphere here, man, it's just this brings a smile to your face. It's Friday night, football season's finally upon us.
Nothing's
and to have
better.
a 39-0 shutout lead right now, it feels good.
Nothing's better. Looks like another inside handoff. And they're going to be stopped with nothing doing.
Once again, for little to no gain. Brings up the long third down now. Ball sitting on about the 17-yard line with 9 yards to go. I mean, if I'm play calling this for Pinckneyville right now, I'm throwing the ball, but with the luck they've had thus far, I can't see it happening. I would like to see him do a few more sweep plays or something, stretch his field out, because RedBud's got that run game up the middle pretty well figured out.
Well, and it seems like a lot of the calls have been sweeps to the short side of the field, which is you don't see a lot. You want to take it to that long side of the field, give your back a little more room to make some cuts, make some moves, and get outside. And running the short side of the field has just not been working.
Yeah, use them offensive linemen a little bit better, utilize them. Get them out in front of your running backs. Pull them when need be. Pull that backside. So
let's see what they do here as they're under center again.
There's the sweep play, but botched and sacked.
Tough to see who got in the backfield.
By the defense.
But literally, I put the quarterback down before he even had a chance to
Number 52
toss.
with the sack for RedBud.
Nice tackle, Musketeer. Mr. Number.
It's tough to see the
Kyle Woffner.
Tough to see. I think you're right there, Chris.
We'll make it 4th down.
And if you're Pinckneyville here, once again, I don't think you got any other option but to punt the ball. Gantner looks like he's going to go back again this time.
4th and really long. Regardless, RedBud should end up with good field position here. Have yet to return a punt. I'd like to see our punt return man play a little more shallow to catch him clean.
Yeah, there's been a couple muffed punts, and he hasn't really got a clean one off. And there it is again. Drops the punt end over end this time.
And it's away. Ooh, bad bounce for Pinckneyville as the ball's rolling backwards. Touch it.
Yeah, you would think they would have picked that up a little sooner, but
ends up only being about a 16-yard punt after a 10-yard bounce in the wrong direction. It's kind of a risk you take there with those end-over-end punts like that. But
I think
I can see RedBud declining that for sure with the way the punt turned out.
A false start there.
Musketeers will take over, 1st and 10.
Looks like they're about to get it at the 32-yard line. So once again, prime position. Let's see who they put out at quarterback this time. It looks like they're going to stick with Freeze. Yeah, it looks like they're going to stick with Freeze. Gantner back, Schwarzkopf lining up in fullback position. I'd like to see a little more handoffs to your fullback. You know, they block the whole game. They do the dirty work. It'd be nice to give them a little reward.
Glory, how much more glory does he need? He's got 30 yards receiving, and let's see here. Yeah, well, probably 40 yards receiving.
There's Gander
so
again.
Handoff right up the middle, plenty of
Cutback.
room. Men downfield blocking. He stays on his feet and finally brought down at about the 6 or 7 yard line.
You know, RedBud's had a lot of success when they get it to that second level. They kind of cut back, and then it's just one-on-one with those DBs. And
if you go back and look at this, it's the design run play, and we still got guys blocking 15 yards down the field. You cannot ask any more out of your offense right now.
You couldn't ask for better rushing here. This pushes down at what looks to be, the 8? It looks about the 8-yard line. So once again, RedBud back in the red zone.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line, I formation. Lead play, handoff to Gantner, runs it right up the middle. He's still falling forward and really
just
close
short,
to the end zone there.
Just short. Boy, he's close.
That's Gantner with the last 2 runs.
Here's where you give the fullback a little bit of glory like you're talking, Tim. You're on that 1-yard line. Pinckneyville now has another player down.
Looks like, another player down for Pinckneyville. Tough to see the numbers from here. It's on the far side of the field, but you hope the young man's okay.
As the training staff slowly making their way out to the field.
Yeah,
I hate to see it. That's a lot of it. Looks like a teammate's kind of stretching him out right now.
Looks like the training staff was kind of helping a RedBud player on the sidelines. He's running out there now. You hope it's just a cramp. I was fortunate enough to never really have those.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's getting stretched out right now. And, man, these hot, muggy nights like this.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
It leaks out of you faster than it can go in. So.
Yeah, it looks like he's just stretching it out, hopefully just a cramp.
The training staff from RedBud trying to help the young man out. You know, everybody says just a cramp, but Tim, as much as you know, boy, they could put you down.
Yeah, they can put you down real quick.
Yeah.
If you've ever had a Chorley horse, you know what a cramp is. That'll knock you on your butt real quick. Looks like they're getting the young man some water, too.
Yeah, good time for the whole team to kind of sit back here, rehydrate, soak it all in. You know, looks pretty good up there on the scoreboard. And if you're RedBud and this sit back and look at what you've done and think about, you know, ways to improve and ways to get better. And it's just tonight, though, all kind of seems to be working for him.
Looks like the young man's walking off the field, so hopefully just a cramp and he's doing okay. RedBud's going to come back to the huddle here, and looks like it has to be a 2nd and 1 or 2?
2nd and 1, ball on the 1 yard, or second goal, ball on the 1 yard line. Still like to play these receivers out a little bit wider. Takes that corner and edge away from the defense.
It's tough to see who's in fullback. Might be Devin Hall. Might
keep it Devin Hall and Gantner with Freeze under center.
Last time RedBud was this close, they did a quarterback sneak, but we're going to do another
Hand the ball off to Gantner. He falls forward. Is it enough?
I don't know. No signal yet, Chris.
They say touchdown.
There it is. Gantner in for his 2nd touchdown of the night, I believe, right, Chris?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe that's his 2nd one tonight. Like to get that man a touchdown. He's been running hard all night.
Nice little lead play, followed his fullback and was able to punch it in there and gives the Musketeers a 45-0 lead.
Back to kick, Brockmeyer for the Musketeers.
I think if I had to put one sour note is we've missed a little too much. I think Coach Luck would agree with that. They've missed too many extra kicks. So let's hope we can get the blocking down, snap right, hold, and get a kick in through the uprights here.
Yeah, I think he's about 50% tonight. And these kicks are crucial, are a very crucial part of the game. And But first game jitters and gives them something to work on. There's the snap and the kick.
That looks good.
It is.
Yeah, there it is.
Good. And with 2:15 left in the third quarter, your Red Bud Musketeers 46 and your Pinckneyville Panthers 0.
Good job on your.
And welcome back to Musketeer Field. Chris Maring here and Tim Conway with Ben Koopman and Oak 9 Productions. And again, another shout out to all the sponsors and people who get their commercials and ads on the TV. Any questions or concerns, please, at any point in time, feel free to reach out to Ben Koopman and Oak 9 Productions. He does a fantastic job, can help you with any of your marketing needs. Like I said, 46-0 here, Tim, with 2:15 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment in the chat. Let us know you're watching. Support the sponsors. It allows us to come out here and do what we like and hopefully give you the product you like as Pinckneyville. Oh, might be a horse collar there. And nope, it looks like they got him by the jersey and they're not going to call it.
Just a jersey tackle, yeah. A lot better return than the last one there for Pinckneyville. Brings up a 1st and 10 now.
Panthers will take over.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
26.
Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a different front here, and we're throwing a couple different dogs in here, working in some people.
Getting some experience, that's crucial. You know, some of these younger guys to get in and experience the intensity and the level of varsity football.
We'll see what Pinckneyville comes out here and does. Been a lot of wing tee, just pitches, running up the gut.
Looks like we've got some younger guys for Pinckneyville on the field now as well.
I think we've got a running clock now, Chris. As they get a pitch to the long side of the field, and he takes it up. Oh, he almost trips over himself, but gets a nice little 6-7 yard gain there.
Yeah, you know, I like to see that. Like Pinckneyville, I've been talking about it all game. You know, they've been sticking to the middle run.
Yep.
RedBud's done figured out a way to stop that, and you know, I kind of kept saying you got to stretch it out. Like right there's a great example, a nice 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 5 right now from the 32-yard line. More of the same here for Pinckneyville. Under center. Sends a man in motion. And they run it up the middle again. Looks to be enough to be a Panther first down.
Not that it's going to make any difference in the win or loss columns, but you'd like to get a shutout here if you're Red Bud.
Yeah. Talk about momentum going into next week, you know. You can put that many points on the board, hold them to a shutout, you're good all the way around.
Looks like that's going to end the third quarter, Chris. We'll be right back to bring you the fourth quarter.
Favorite thing about working here would have to be the home feeling of the place. Everyone seems to know everyone. It's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team here. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I've had a question when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
Welcome back now to Musketeer Field. The start of the fourth quarter here. 12 even minutes on the clock. RedBud's winning 46-0 over the Pinckneyville Panthers. The Pinckneyville Panthers take the field. Ball 1st and 10 now. Ball sitting on the 37-yard line.
You know, they work all week. They practice. You have the hell week. You sweat. And you just love to come out here and just be good at what you worked on. As it look like they do a little option pitch plays. The quarterback gets it to the running back, but it's going to be taken down for a loss.
For the Musketeers.
They just can't get it going in the right direction for Pinckneyville right now. RedBud's got an answer for every problem that they're throwing at them. So it really gets to be on the coaching staff here now for Pinckneyville. You know, like coming up with a little bit better design and trying to switch some things up. I think they're probably going to have to end up working on that a lot this week in practice.
I think you're right. Wish we know who the linebacker coach was. Is that your brother? Does he work with the linebackers?
Yeah, he does.
He's done a heck of a job. You can really tell he works on form, gang tackling, as this running back gets to the second level, and looks like we might see a flag. Thought I might have saw a flag down here. Nothing I could see from my point of view, but we'll get the call here in a second.
Tackled by number 18, named Brockmeyer.
The officials come together for a little meeting. We'll let them figure it out as the clock continues to run.
Oh, it looks like it might be a face mask against RedBud.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down.
Face mask against RedBud looks like to be the big one, too. That'll be a 15-yarder.
Penalty and a 1st down.
Personal foul face mask.
For the Panthers.
Gives a 1st down now for the Panthers. Puts them into Musketeers territory. The ball sitting on the 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
Hate to look already to next week, but I think they're home again next week. Is it Westland? Is it Roxana? Roxana next week. So RedBud lost to them last year, so you know they'd love to have some revenge against them.
Yeah, RedBud's coming into this season off of a 4-5 finish last year. Like you said, they had a young team though last year, you know, and there's a lot of experience coming to the field here tonight and multiple Friday nights throughout the week, and hopefully this year we can turn it around and potentially make the playoffs.
Yeah, anytime you can return your leading rusher, receiving, tackler, have 2 all-conference players, I mean, you definitely got to be excited about the season, and this showing just kind of shows you what I think RedBud can do throughout the whole year.
More of the same here for Pinckneyville, running the ball right up the middle. Brings up 3rd down and about 4 yards. Let's see here, 3rd and about 3 to go. Ball sitting on the 34-yard line.
Give a shout out to the RedBud cheerleaders.
Doing a fantastic job and a great turnout. They got quite the squad, don't they?
Yep, hyping up the crowd. It was a pretty good turnout for the student section.
Man in motion for Pinckneyville. Fullback dive. Went absolutely nowhere, and that's going to bring up a 4th down now for Pinckneyville. Great job by the Musketeer defense.
Like you said, looks like about a 4th down and 3. Nice to get a stop here, give your defense a break, let your offense kind of run out the clock. Like to see a little more running from that sophomore, Gavin Baldwin. I was excited with what I saw.
Spread wide.
Oh, another
toss play.
Sweep. Oh, big hit.
Big.
I could not see who got it, though, but I think a DB came up and popped him pretty good. It was tough to see.
Yeah, great stop right there from RedBud. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from them. A little over 8 minutes yet now to play on this running clock. This quarter will go by pretty quick with a running clock. So this play comes in the huddle. I expect to see a couple runs here, get them a little bit closer to the victory formation, if you will, and get this game wrapped up.
I think it might have been Brockmeyer that came up with a big pop there. That was a good little hit. It does look like Gander's going to be taking a rest for the rest of the night, which why not? He deserves it. I think that looks like the sophomore Gavin Baldwin in the backfield.
So lead play met in the backfield, hang on to the ball, brought down by a host of Pinckneyville Panthers for a pretty substantial loss.
Not much he could do there. Looked like he was met pretty early when he got the ball.
If you're RedBud here, you would really like to get a first down. That would get us to enough time to kneel out the clock. So they're going to take all the time they can here from snap to snap. Little tidbit for you guys at home: if you watch the official in the defensive backfield, he will start counting down at the 5-second.
I think we've got our third quarterback in under center now, as the sophomore Dylan Oliver is taking some snaps under center.
Ball snap.
Looks like he's going to sweep it out.
Sweep.
Looks like Gavin's going to.
Oh,
what a
inside.
cutback!
Ooh, and hit hard.
Yeah, he
ran into a brick wall right there.
He took a pop there, Chris. That's for sure.
Yeah, he did. Welcome to varsity football.
The young man definitely got the wind knocked out of him there.
Going to make a 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
He's going to limp back to that. He's going to limp back to the huddle, but he took a sweep.
Shot right
yeah,
there.
He took a sweep, cut it back upfield. He easily could have just took it out of bounds, but he fought for that extra 4 or 5 yards, and he's going to come out. And I think it's the right call. Young man took a big shot.
Gavin Baldwin there, just a sophomore. That's it. That's playing with the big boys right there, man. You know.
Yeah. That was a big hit. He's going to feel that one tomorrow.
More I formation here for RedBud.
3rd and about 7.
Need to get a first down here.
There's a sweep. Tough to tell who's got the ball. Once again, we're trying to do our best to see these numbers, but
pitch is to number 26.
It's like number 26, Chase Luck.
Chase Luck
picking up a nice little game, but not enough for a first. Brings up a fourth down. I mean, I'm thinking you're 4-down territory here anyways, and run the ball, try to get the first down here. I'd like to see a little lead play here to this right side, to our side of the field.
Call me a youngin', but I'd love to see a pass play. I want some excitement.
Yeah, it is running clock, so.
Yeah, incompletion's not going to hurt you.
Incompletion's not going to hurt anything, right? Yeah.
They do set up with.
They got a wing on this right side, 2 stacked to the right. When he drops back, looks to do an option.
Oh, a
does
pitch
it, and it looks like he's got a first down.
Pitch is to number 26.
That was a risky pitch, Chris.
Nice little
he was getting
triple
tackled.
Option there. Did the handoff and then the option around the right side, and was able to get rid of it just in time, and was able to pick up a first down.
I think he might have been going down when he pitched that. That was definitely close. As Gavin Baldwin checks back in.
One more play off here, and we should be getting real close to
being able to kneel out the clock. Love to take this and just get a nice 10-yard gain and just get out of here with a 46-0 win.
4 minutes left. We got a few plays to run here yet.
Nice.
Right up the middle, met by the safety and eventually brought down, but not after getting the first down.
I will say it was a good tackle by Deering, number 5 on Pinckneyville. He doesn't make that tackle. Baldwin's gone.
Nice pickup right there by Baldwin.
It's like about 3:43 left, so maybe just
get under 3
maybe
minutes.
one more first down. I don't think they'll be able to kneel it quite out yet.
No. I formation. Ooh, almost a false start there. I don't rarely see flags this late in the game now for that.
Baldwin with a
beautiful
cutback.
And he could go all the, and he does for a touchdown. Give him one, folks.
Oh, what a
touchdown
cutback there,
by
Chris.
the Musketeers. Great patient run right there, and it's so hard to keep from pushing outside, but smart play by him and to tuck it and cut right back to the center of the field and was able to run in the end zone untouched.
It's a great point. I think you see that at home and you think, well, why are you going the opposite way? But he cut it back, went where the defenders weren't, and it's going to be 52-0.
Looks like Pinckneyville's got another player down on the field.
Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, we don't have the numbers in front of us, but I'd say, yeah. I'd say Redbud's got to be over 200 yards rushing, no?
Oh, I would say, yeah, easily. They've pretty well been running the ball up and down the field. I'd like to take a moment tonight, too, and thank Raceline. This was all brought to you. A lot of this was brought to you by them. The headline spots are for tonight.
Young man hopefully just got a cramp.
Raceline does a great job within the community. They're a big employer throughout the town. And
support Redbud first.
oh, their parade float, yeah, their parade float. It was.
I think they're 3 years running first place.
Big parade float. Yeah, thank you again to them as our headline sponsor.
Brockmeyer's going to come out with the extra point. Might have to ice his leg tomorrow from how many kicks he's got up here.
He's getting in the reps, isn't he?
Another low snap. He yells fire.
Fire, fire.
He's got nobody to throw it to.
Tackle.
Snap. Chase Luck tries the 2-point conversion.
Brought down with 3:17 now left in the fourth quarter. Your Red Bud Musketeers are leading the football game 52-0.
Hey Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over. Well, you did a good here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
And we're back. 52-0. Your Red Bud Musketeers. 3 minutes and 17 seconds of a running clock. So shouldn't have much longer this this ball game right now. So key takeaways: running game looks strong.
Yeah, defense
looks great.
Incredibly strong. The defensive backs, they're playing well.
Yep.
Pinckneyville's thrown the ball 3 times tonight. I don't think for any completions.
Yeah.
Nice, deep, booming kick all the way back to about the 12-yard line. Pinckneyville will return, though, up their own sideline. Eventually gets hit hard, almost carouseled, and brought down.
We don't give it a lot of love, but the special teams, I mean, we've kicked off a lot, and I haven't seen more than a 15-yard return, if that. So that's easy you kick off that many times, they're bound to bust one loose, and we haven't. So shout out to the special teams as well.
A little over 2.5 minutes now to play here in the fourth quarter in tonight's contest, if you will.
Yep.
We've been talking and preaching. Redbud's been doing a great job this evening from the coaching staff all the way down to the equipment managers. They've got it put together. Made a strong first impression here on week 1.
Yeah, that's for sure. As mentioned, like and share. If you can't make it down to see the games in person, got all your coverages right here with Oak 9 Productions. So hope you'd enjoyed me and Chris talking for 2 hours. Man, look at that stance in the back.
Look at that fullback stance. He's ready to run.
And he gets it looks like.
Right up the middle. Gets about a yard carry.
By number 18.
As the clock continues to run. Second and about 9 now.
I know it's Friday, but a bunch of these players are going to walk back in school Monday with a little bit of a pep in their step. They're going to think they're the cat's meow, if so be. Nothing like getting a 52-0 win to make you feel good.
52-0. We haven't had a game like this in a long time, and
it feels good to be on this side.
Yeah,
this
feels
side of a
definitely
winning
good to
game
be on the right side.
and showing the football community, the Red Bud community, all of our players in conference games that what we're made of and what we're going to be able to do this year.
Make a third down. 3rd and 6.
Looks like the student section's chanting something.
The clock ticks away now, under a minute left. They'll probably end up running 2 more plays.
Boy, it looks like they're having a fun time on this sideline. You take care of business, and you can do that.
A lot of young guys out there right now wrapping this game up for a lot of the starters.
It's like another inside
Hot
handoff.
night. Inside handoff, yep. A little under 30
I think that,
seconds ago. That
I think
could
that might
potentially
do it.
Number 16.
Pinckneyville walks back to their huddle here.
Kellerman.
That should probably be the game.
Just
Just what a fantastic job tonight. The players are feeling it now. They know it's winding down. They've been pumped up all night. They've played with freaking enthusiasm and drive, and you can tell that they are happy to be here, and that's gonna do it.
They give a big old round of applause for Redbud, and they deserve it. What a game! Like you said, Chris, they came out with enthusiasm from the start. And
it's a fantastic game, and I'd like to bring up too, Tim. How nice is it that we can now meet again at the 50-yard line and shake hands after the game?
Ain't that the truth? Shout out to the officials too. They called a really good game, kept us in check. It could get ugly, when it's 52-0, and I think they did a great job. So.
And really, both teams, no stupid penalties tonight.
Nope.
No, it didn't get out of hand in any way. Just a good, clean football game.
It's good to have football back. That's what I'll leave it at, Chris. How about you?
It's good to be back, Timmy, and again. Chris Maring here and Tim Conway and with Ben Koopman and Oak 9 Productions. Again, thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to all our viewers. It's been great sitting here and talking football for the last couple hours, Tim. A big thank you to Raceline, who was our presenting sponsor. Like we said, they do so much great stuff within our small community here, and this is just one example. And thank you to them. And Tim, it was just really good to be back in the booth and watching a little bit of football under the lights, man.
I'm with you there. We'll see you same time next week where Redbud takes on Roxana at Musketeer Field. Thanks, everyone.